Isn't that one like $2 some shit? Yeah, bro, I could tell. Nah, I'm just saying you clearly want to try all the chicken sandwiches, so. Nah, nothing wrong, brother. Nothing wrong.
We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Just a short time ago, sounds loud enough to reverberate across the Rockies. They're ready for football in Denver as the Broncos get set to do battle with the Tennessee Titans. The final game of the opening weekend of 2020. Time for football from Denver. Broncos and Titans. And they'll watch this one fall in the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
And
not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Yeah, I made that. It took me like not even 10 minutes, but...
Now it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, but no, that's a hot track.
From the gun, here's Tannehill. He finds Corey Davis. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 12 yards there and a first down.
Tennessee. How about a guy proving his worth in different ways?
I saw the one of him like picking up the boat like in
this time they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play.
Nah, I saw the one where he's picking up like Corey Craig or whatever.
Stay on the
Corey
field
Craig's picking him
and
up
accumulate big plays.
like off the ground, like I guess what he saw.
A first down carry for Henry. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38.
Yeah, I'll check it, but yo, you know the...
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring
like the story I posted?
Nice play right there.
Carson like reacted or replied to it. He goes, "Did you think how he was dunking on me over the All-Star break?"
You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels. Because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Boy, it was just so dope. The man just texted me saying that. I was like,
2nd and 11 now. Tannehill. They set up the screen for Henry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past
I was gonna say when I saw that, I was like, bro, like her cousin gets engaged, and then she just walked right next after.
Called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
The throw over the middle, taken in. 7 yards, the pick up there.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Back to the ground now. It's Henry. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Henry, the ball carrier. If they're going to get a first down out of this, they're going to have to earn it because there's been tough going on the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. There'll be some contact going on.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though.
Yeah.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry.
The crazy. Yeah.
It's a game. A chance to maybe limit them.
You got to take the mentality of the defenses just say, okay, new set of downs, gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double-team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
Now 2nd and 11 from the 32. Running from the gun with Henry. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
On the carry.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards.
First down.
How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
The ball on the 8. Still could get a first down technically. 2nd and 7. Throwing quickly. That's caught by Brown out wide. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. From 8 yards out. And the Titans take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Gostkowski with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it.
25-yard line.
Oh, you don't work well?
Lock and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. It's a big play there for the Broncos. And even 70 yards. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all.
Jones on the stop.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Pass caught by Jerry Jeudy, his first NFL catch. Up for it.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Oh, he left this one out. There it is. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, and you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. I don't think anyone got a finger on it. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at the 20. A quick throw here out to Brown. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out. By a few inches, that'll be a first down. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready, because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Out of the gun, Tannehill. He's got Smith here. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward.
A gain of 19 yards.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Tennessee.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Titans 7, Broncos nothing.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Derrick Henry. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
He's tackled at the 32.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
That's complete to his tight end, Ferkser. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 13-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. From 13 yards out. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This will make it into the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it.
25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Christian Fulton, the rookie, picks it. There he goes right side. And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown. Well, how about that? You use a high draft pick on this guy back in April, hoping he'll grow into a role as the season progresses. And now look at this, a pick 6 in his very first NFL game.
Sometimes the evaluation doesn't match what the kid brings to the table. He progressed quickly.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it.
25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
From the 30 on second down, Locke. That'll be caught by the rookie, K.J. Hamler. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
From midfield, here's Locke. They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Take over first and 10.
That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
5-yard line.
2nd and 11 now. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Complete. Smith has it. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
A gain of
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Tannehill. Uncorks one for Davis. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan.
Timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And this, you'd hate to say that a drive in the first half must end in points, but you're down 21-0. They're going to have to get something going fairly quickly.
I would agree totally with that, because if you're going to mount the comeback, it's good.
And got his man complete. And all the way home for a Bronco score. Jerry Jeudy with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Broncos cut into that lead.
The kick is blocked.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone.
Khalif Raymond on the return. The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield.
Goddard, the tight end.
They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
The tackle made back at his own 49.
Tannehill on 3rd down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Mark Barron. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 42-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. After the turnover, here's Locke. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down.
Yeah, every Wednesday is going to be like, it's going to be a random program from the past, so this week was heavyweights. So people think like rising stars are going to come back and stuff.
Now they run from the gun.
You get like a free,
and the hole closes
you have to watch like a
quickly.
Twitch thing every Tuesday for an hour, and you get this free token, and you can get players.
Made at the 36-yard line. Brings up 3rd down.
Got an extra
You have to link
defensive
it,
back
like
out
Twitch
there for the
with Madden
Titans
or
now here for 3rd down. From the gun, it's Locke.
Tuesdays at 8. At 8.
And that will be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Titans will be backed
And
up
if
deep
you get
to
all
begin
3
the
of them,
drive
by,
as they take
I think because
over
it goes
1st
until
and 10.
February, if you get all 3 of them, you get a
The Titans offense set to begin the
Yeah.
drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Working with a 2nd and 4. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
Loss of a yard on the play. And it's 3rd down.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
yeah, I think you're the one that's play. I think Angel's playing right now. Well, I'm on, so
And
I
we
can...
remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. And that's caught by Smith. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. First down, Titans, gain of 12.
And the Titans
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
This a quick pass to Davis. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
First down, Tennessee.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Now Tannehill. It's caught by Davis. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down.
First down, Titans.
Mike 42. Mike 42. Check. Mike 42. Cut. Check nickel. Check.
On 1st and 10, Tannehill. He completes it to Henry. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
And
that was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front, completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space with big guys leading the way.
Again, Tannehill. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
2nd and 10. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Ryan Tannehill, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Broncos 6.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it.
Their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Mike 54.
Shotgun snap to Locke. Open man, he completes it to Judy. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. Taking it about the 16. We'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return. And it'll be Titan football.
26-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. You've got under a minute to go. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Here's Tannehill. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. From the gun, here's Tannehill. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago. So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A big play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Broncos 6.
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Getting worked and netted.
At the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down.
No, I'm talking about I'm playing in that Madden league, like it's the week 1, so I'm facing the Titans.
Another run by Lindsey. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 16 yards, a first down.
I know people see Philip Lindsay's role in Denver changing a bit with the arrival of Melvin
Started
Gordon.
off pretty good, but
I
then
think
went
Gordon's
off
going
the
to be more of an
shit. A couple throw to
enhancement
sacks.
for Maybe he won't
Or
carry
at
it
least
as often,
one throw to a sack.
but now he'll be
Nah, I
much
got the
more
Broncos this
effective
year.
as a two-headed monster in the backfield. Both of them can run it inside, get to the perimeter, and catch the ball at the backfield and move the sticks.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now he dumps this off over the middle, and they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. From the gun, Locke. And Locke throws another one. It's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Extra point try for Gostkowski. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Makes the score Titans 42, Broncos 6.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest. Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Operating from the gun. Locke. He's got his tight end fan. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Clock now on 1st down. This is the tight end fan. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. Gordon. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Broncos get one score closer.
Brandon McManus lining.
Nice job of polishing off that drive. And all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. On 2nd down now, it's Freeman. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Tannehill finding Davis for a Titan first down.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third-quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Again, it's Henry. Powerful running. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that's going to make it third down and less than a yard.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On third down, Devontae Freeman. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. Just enough to get the first down there with a 1-yard pickup.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. And the busy night for Henry continues. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 42-yard line. On the counter, Devontae Freeman. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And down to the 28-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eaten up a good chunk of the third quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
Taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Henry relishing the chance to be the Titans' lead dog. He's in the backfield again on 1st and 10. After the run, Tannehill going to throw. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you can see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
2nd and 7, operating from the 34. Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. Flushed out right. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. Welcome back now to Denver. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4. The Broncos on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. Now a play fake, and here's Locke. And that is incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll go for it. It's Locke. That's to his running back, complete. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Again, they'll throw with Locke. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Locke. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Noah Fant was a first-round pick in 2019, and he was picked because of his receiving skills. Had 40 catches in his rookie season for 562 yards. Did have 2 games where he topped 100 yards in each of those. Yes, he's still developing as a blocker, but that's not why he went in the first round. He went there for his ability to make big plays down the field.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Locke. And he slings one that's incomplete. He was trying to hit Melvin Gordon there. And now it's 3rd down. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw. And they're under 200 yards passing for the game. So they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been excellent, 6 for 7. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. They'll run it again with Henry. Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
Locke and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 27. The drive starts with a completion left side and past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down. One play has him up past the 40 already and another 1st and 10. Locke working out of the gun. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great. Because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
That's going to be caught by Judy. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 1st down Broncos as Locke finds Judy. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Now left side on the swing pass. A good pickup there on 1st as a screen pass gets him 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. On play action, Locke. Now Locke, he lost the football. It's out. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
The good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long. From the gun, Locke. Open man Hamler, that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. Got Gordon open, completes it. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. From the gun, it's Locke. This is Fant on the short completion. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Cortland Sutton, first-time Pro Bowler. He was the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again. Locke. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Jadeveon Clowney. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. So 3rd and long now for Locke and the Broncos following the sack. Operating from the gun, Locke. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. Locke gonna go on 4th down. Flush to his right. And this is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. And they will take a knee here.
Tannehill on the keeper. It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
And they take a knee.
Tannehill on the keeper. It's a loss of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And they'll indeed take a knee.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory. And partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason, but now I'm listening to you.